Hello everyone, this is just a dad. So buying a robot vacuum cleaner that mops and vacuums your house should not be hard, but it is. That's what today's video is for. I'm going to show you what is the best robot vacuum cleaner to buy. Now it's going to be over $1,000. I'm also going to do other videos on under $1,000, $500, and so on. This video is for over $1,000. There's some really remarkable ones, but there's also some really crappy ones out there. So I've sat down, I've done the homework for the last 5 or 6 months. I've been reviewing robots for 2 years, but I've compiled my notes. This is not going to be a super fancy video with bullet points and all of that in the video, but I've got some really good information that I do want to share with everybody. Okay, so the best over $1,000, you can see my notes. It's been going back and forth. Possibly the Freo Z, Curv, Roborock Curv, and then the L40, then the S8 MaxV. These top three are all the same, but they have differences. So here's the Narwal Freo Z, brand new, it's $1,600. This is right before Black Friday. So they're already telling us this is gonna go on sale. I think right now it's at $14. It might be even cheaper. So let's talk about it. Dirty water tank, clean water tank. It has a solution. A bag, it's going to empty everything in, but this solution and water, clean water, are only for washing the mop pads. It does not have an internal water tank. So what it's going to do is it's going to get the mop pads really wet. So it's going to wash the mop pads before it goes out and starts mopping. It's going to get them really wet. That's what it's going to use to mop. After a certain time period, it's going to come back, rewash the mop pads, and get them wet again. It can't spray solution on them to get them wet. There is no internal water tank, but man, does this thing do a good job of mopping. And there's two things that kind of do that. There's a sensor inside here that so when the robot goes back to the base station and it's going to wash the mop pads, it's going to sense that water going into the dirty water tank. And we can see here, that water is extremely dirty. It's going to say, okay, if that water is dirtier than normal, go back and remop that area. It's going to tell the robot, you just came from a really dirty area, go remop it. That's all artificial intelligence built in. And it will remop your floor 4 times sometimes. This kitchen, when I first brought this up here, it remopped the entire floor 4 times because it said it sensed dirt. Now, that's a double-edged sword because it uses a lot of water. Now, they do have an attachment where you can add your own water, but that's going to be pretty hard for a lot of people. Adding a drain line and a water line, I will be coming up with videos on that. But so, love it. Uses a lot of water. It's quiet. I don't think it's the best vacuum, but it's definitely the best mop, and the vacuum is okay. Now, some features that I'm going to show you here in a little bit. The mop pads don't extend. Okay, you're going to see some that extend. The side brushes don't extend. You're going to see some that do extend. So this is a zero tangle brush roller. We can see, yeah, it's been doing a pretty good job. Now it does have this little fur here on the side that you can replace or clean, that cleans your baseboard. I think it does just an okay job at that, but it is, you know, that is a nice feature. So let's take a look here. The dustbin is, so it doesn't empty the dustbin when it's done. It empties it before the next task. So this dustbin is going to sit there with everything in it, and then it empties it out before it does the next task. A little bit different than some of the others. And it also dries that bag, that dust bag. You'll hear a fan kick on. When this thing goes and cleans, it dries the bag. It's worried that there might be moisture inside that bag from the robot sucking up moisture. And it does. The stuff inside there does get a little wet. You're going to be replacing that once in a while. So there is this moisture thing that Narwal is very concerned about, and they're trying to eliminate. Next thing is going to be obstacle avoidance. This thing has really good obstacle avoidance because it has a really expensive sensor. The sensor actually takes a picture, and it actually is a video camera. You can tell it to go around your house and videotape and have a video call. Lots of advanced features with this. But what I've noticed is its cleaning pattern is not always the most, I don't know if it's the most accurate, but it's kind of random at some times. Now I do think it ends up cleaning most areas, but it's got like a brain of its own. You kind of just have to let it do its thing. It's not like the other ones that go in straight lines and you're like, I know it cleaned this room because I can see it. This one, let it do its thing and it does a good job. Now with that being said, it has gotten stuck up here in my house a couple times. It did go underneath this the dresser and it couldn't come out from underneath it. And it did get wrapped up in a towel. Okay, next is the Roborock Curv. Again, this is a $1,600 robot. It's got lots of advanced features. Now, I will put a list to all of these that I'm talking about in the show description notes right below it. I'll put them in order. The Narwal and this one are back and forth. Up here, I love the looks of it. Clean water tank, dirty water tank. It's been doing a good job. Dust bag. It doesn't have a solution tank. So you've got to add the Roborock solution to the clean water yourself, which isn't that big a deal. Now let's take a look at the robot. It's going to wash the mop pads with hot water and dry them with hot air. Both of them do that. It has an advanced sensor that takes pictures and also has really good obstacle avoidance, but it's not perfect. The Narwal might be just a little bit better with obstacle avoidance. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot of talking today. I have videos on all of these. If you want to see, so say you're deciding, okay, I think I want the Roborock Curv. I have about 4 videos on this. Unboxing, review, a detailed review that's usually about an hour long. I'll compare it to the next closest model. And in that unboxing, I show you how to set it up. So when you get it home, I show you how to set it up and map your house. And I go through all the different settings in the app. So a lot of talking today and explaining, not a whole lot of showing the robots. If you want to see the robot cleaning this room, look at that detailed review. LiDAR navigation, that's a must. Bumper, but here, this side brush comes out. It's got a sensor. When it's in the corner, this side brush will actually come out and actually does a really good job of brushing the corner. Okay, pretty standard dustbin, nothing fancy. Auto empties every time. It doesn't necessarily worry about moisture. All right, so I've got these little donuts here that protect the LiDAR when I flip them over now. Somebody said that in the comments that I need to really watch that LiDAR, and that is true. Okay, Roborock Curv, this is a new design. This is a split roller design. The hairs are going to wrap around it, but then it's going to be funneled to the middle, and then it's going to get sucked in. Carpet sensor, they all have a carpet sensor. Drive wheels, mop pads. So let's talk about these mop pads. This one will actually move to the side and mop to the side. That is really nice and works great. It can raise and lower the mop pads 17 millimeters, which is a lot. The theory behind these, again, it's going to mop the floor, and these have to capture whatever dirt. So you will get some smearing. So if you've got a big dirt mess, so if in those videos I show you, when there's a bunch of mud on the floor, the mop pad's going to mop the mud up, but it has to capture it. And then it has to take it back to the base station. It has to wash the mud off. And these advanced ones, like the Curv, has a sensor, just like the Narwal. When it washes the mop pads and it sucks the water up into the dirty water tank, there's a sensor. And if it senses that water coming off of those mop pads was dirtier than normal, it tells the robot, go remop that area you just came from. That's an automatic feature. You have to turn it on, but once it's turned on, it'll do it every time, no matter what. Now, the Roborock Curv, as far as I know, only will remop it one time. And something I have noticed, it only remops the center of the room. I wish it did the whole room around the perimeter, but it mainly gets the center of the room. Now, something I haven't shown is this can lift the chassis. This is a wheel that can go up and down over bigger thresholds. I don't have all the testing on that done yet. They talk about it on their website, how much it can do, but that is a very unique feature. This is probably the only one I've seen that can lift this wheel and these wheels to go up over super big thresholds. Side brush, it's kind of a different design for hair. Pretty basic other than that, but it has a place where it fills the water tank up. There is an internal water tank that sprays water on top of the mop pads to keep them wet while it's mopping. So what I've found with the Roborock Curv is I don't use as much water, but it doesn't mop as well as the Narwal Freo. That's why this is just so hard. And that's why people are asking me, I'm like, what do you need it for? You can't just ask the question, what's the best one? You've got to know what you need it for. All around best Roborock Curv. You need more mopping abilities, the Freo, but keep in mind, with the Freo that's upstairs, you have to ask yourself, are you willing to empty and dump the water a bunch? Because if you are, then the Freo is the one to get. You're not going to find one that mops better and keeps your house looking really clean. Is it the best vacuum? Probably not. Roborock is probably a little bit better. Now let's get over here to Dreame. I will be talking about Eufy and Shark, but right now the top of the line, Roborock, Narwal, Dreame in my opinion. I've tested hundreds of robots. I'll tell you which ones to stay away from at the end. We got the X40 and the L40. Get whichever one's cheaper. They're so closely matched. Battery life on the L40 is a little bit lower than that, but I love the L40. I got a comparison video between the two. You can see it. It's got a clean water tank, dirty water tank. Again, the appearance now is kind of old, whereas the Curv, that's going to be something new. People are, I think, wanting something more appealing because these are going to be appliances in your house, and they're wanting them to look nice now. So a little bit of an old design. I imagine Dreame's going to be coming out. This stuff is evolving so quickly, and they're so competitive. Clean water tank, dirty water tank. We have a solution tank. You put the Dreame solution in there, it mixes it. Now here's the thing, and thanks to viewers, because this information is so limited, that solution gets mixed with the clean water only when it washes the mop pads. When it fills the internal water tank, it doesn't use the solution. They're afraid of people having different types of hardwood flooring. They don't want to damage anything. But that robot's information is so hidden. And I want to thank all the viewers that have helped me, because I learn a lot, but then I also learn a lot from everybody teaching me. Again, a standard dustbin, LiDAR navigation. I often am not talking about this much. This is super important. Now, you're going to see on the Slim, they've got front-facing LiDAR, but LiDAR, and it works. But LiDAR is an absolute must. You're going to see at the end why. Nice sensor, takes pictures, takes videos. Obstacle avoidance is actually really good. Again, it's got a dust bag. It's going to suck everything up. It's going to wash the mop pads with hot water. It's going to fill the robot auto empty. It has these self-cleaning scrapers. The Curv has that, and the Dreame. I forget if the Narwal does. Okay, we have carpet sensor. Now this side brush is a little fancier. Not only can it extend it into the corner when it sees the corner, which it does, and it does a really good job, it can also retract it. So when this thing's, now, this is actually a pretty important thing. When this thing is on hardwood floors, linoleum, it can sense liquid in front of it. And when it does, it lifts this so it doesn't suck up. Now, the Curv can do that too. It can lift this up, but it also lifts this up and goes into a mopping event only, so that you're not sucking up water and you're not getting this in. You'd be surprised. These things get super dirty when they go through mud. So this one has advanced features, and it's all about the price. This one I think right now is $1,600. These prices are going to be all over the place, and they always are. They're never rock solid. Never pay full price, because all of these Dreame, Roborock, Narwal go on sale several times a year. Wait for the sales. Again, it's 2 weeks before Thanksgiving right now, so they're getting ready to really dump the price, and they've already dumped the price on some that I'm going to talk about. And these are extremely good prices. Now, with the Dreame, I can buy a $50, this is a standard roller, I can buy a $50 roller that cuts hair. And it actually does a good job. I got it in the X40 and it does a good job. So this one again, mop pad, it can move the mop pad to the side, internal water tank, lots of advanced features. I do think this one does the best job at vacuuming, but it can be a little loud because it is such a good vacuum. Now you can vary that in the app. You can say, don't be that loud. But if you want it to vacuum extremely good, it is going to be a little loud, but it's a good vacuum. This has the same dirt sense technology. When it mops a floor, it comes back, it washes the mops with hot water, sucks it up into the dirty water tank. Before it goes there, it goes through a sensor. If it senses that that water was too dirty, it tells the robot, go back, remop. It's called a Roborock calls it a remopping event. Dreame calls it a second cleaning. And again, you have to turn it on in the app. I wish it was on by default, but it's not. So once it's on, it will do that. So say the kids make a big mess or the dog makes a mess, and the robot it's on a scheduled clean where normally it just goes through the kitchen and cleans it one time and comes back. If it goes through the kitchen and cleans that mess and brings it back, and it says, oh, the kitchen today was dirtier than normal, go back and remop it. It does. This works. X40, L40, even on the Slim it works. But that's a feature. And as you go down in price, guess what? They take that away. They take away the spinning mop pad. They take they take away the brush that comes out to the side. They take the mop pad that comes out to the side. They remove all these advanced features. You'll see robots that look, oh, it looks identical. Why is this one $1,600? Why is that one $800? It's all about the sensors and technology. So, my top three: Dreame L40, X40, Roborock Curv, and the Narwal. All three of them could be the #1 choice depending on what you have. If you have bigger thresholds, again, I haven't tested it yet, and I will be testing it because the viewers told me that that's an important thing, and I didn't know that, so I will be getting some ramps and checking larger thresholds. The Curv looks nice, does a great job, pretty much an all-around, does everything good. Narwal mops excellent. Everything else just, not the best, but boy, it's hard to beat mopping. The Dreame, a little bit better at vacuuming, and kind of an all-around, but then it's kind of looking more industrial now. When you compare it to the Curv, it's like, well, this one doesn't, it's a really, really good robot, but it's kind of industrial looking. And here is a classic example. This is a Roborock Qrevo S. S means they just, simple. They took all the sensors out, and it's $460. They took the side brush that moves, the mop pad, the camera on the front, the tech sensor in the base, the hot water mop washing. They took all of that away and give you a robot with LiDAR navigation, spinning mop pads, dirty water, clean water tank for $460. That's an amazing buy right now. That's an early Black Friday sale. I don't know how long it's going to last. It might even be over with. Starting in November 1st, you got to start watching these robots go on sale. They'll put something on sale, and then I think they just... And then you'll see, oh, this one here, this is the Plus. It's full price right now. It's $1,000. That's a terrible price for that. But guess what? I would bet money that they're going to put that on sale, and they'll probably put it on sale for like $500. And then it's a buy. So the Curv, I don't know if it's going to go on sale. Roborock does not tend to put their brand new products on that steep of a discount. They might discount it $100 or $200. These Qrevos have been around a while. Big discounts. This one will be next year's discount, but no one is innovating as fast as Roborock. I can't keep up. Now, I didn't forget about this is the Roborock S8 MaxV right here. A little bit different. This is earlier this year. This was the top of the line, but guess what? It's kind of shown its age. Now it has advanced features. The sensor on the front does a good job of taking pictures. This has the best optical avoidance of all the robots I've tested. Okay, LiDAR navigation. They've been doing some software updates, and maybe the other ones will get it too. Amazing obstacle avoidance. It has the side brush, and it's got some weird way of doing mopping. I don't know if, and it's just got a standard dustbin. It makes me think that they didn't, so this has a mop pad that it can raise and lower, but it moves, it vibrates it, and it has the double brush roller. So this is Roborock. And Roborock, they've got an S7 and an SC. They've got an S8. This is the S8 MaxV. The S8 doesn't have the sensor on the front. Carpet sensor, side brush comes out. This is how it mops up against your wall. I don't think that works very good. It doesn't move the mop pad other than just vibrate it. But here's the thing. They're not duplicating this anymore. Well, maybe this seems like an old design now. It seems like the spinning mop pads is the future, and everybody's like, well, does this work better than this or the spinning mop pads? I did actually have pretty good results with this compared to the spinning mop pads. So it's got a weird way of cleaning. You got to do most of the work of cleaning the base station. It's down in there. Where the newer ones like the Roborocks and the Dreames, you pull a tray out and do all the cleaning, so easier. This does have the sensor, so if the water's dirty, it tells it to remop. Clean water tank, dirty water tank. It does have a solution tank. As far as I know, this might be the only Roborock. Maybe I'll have to check. Oh, and so that has a solution tank that adds the solution for you. Their double brush roller is their way for hair wrap, but I do find that these, you do get hair wrap, okay, in the corners. It's not necessarily here, but you do get it there. So, and that's a good point. These robots, you have to keep up on the maintenance. They're not maintenance free. None of them are, even the most expensive ones. Come on. Now, real quick, under 1,000, the Slim goes on sale for under 1,000. Excellent one under 1,000. So again, I do have some people helping me from behind the scenes with different things, but today, it's just so close. These sales are happening so fast. I just had to get this information out as quick as possible. Again, in the future, I'll try to have like bullet points, and I'll try to have good editing in the video. Right now, I'm simply recording on my phone, and because I have such good information that I've accumulated, I spent 6 hours last night just writing down this script, and I couldn't put it in a form to where it would look good on the video or whatever. So I just can't get wrapped around the axle of trying to make the best video in the world. I've got to get this information out. I want to help people. That's the whole reason behind my channel. I buy these robots with my own money. I can say whatever it is I want to say about them. I'm not held by anybody. These are actually really good robots. They're not perfect, but they're actually really good robots. I'll put links to them. And again, I use affiliate with Amazon and Walmart and Shark Ninja. If you click on the links, the products won't cost you more, but I get a small commission from the sale. My very next video, I'm going to demystify the Qrevos. Here we have the Qrevo S Plus, Pro, Master, MaxV, Slim, Curv, S8 MaxV. I wrote down everything. I highlighted where all the differences are. I've got all the, I don't have them all, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 Roborock Qrevos. And I am going to explain all of them and show you which ones to buy and what the differences are. Now, Shark this is their latest one this year. I don't know how much they're going to be innovating. These are actually pretty nice. I have reviews on them. They're under $1,000, so they'll be in the under $1,000 review. But they've got a lot to keep up with. Because right now, Roborock is paving the way. Everybody's playing catch up. Dreame is right behind them. Very, very competitive. Nothing is advancing in the home as much as these, like an air fryer, a blender. Those things don't advance. They make one and they make it for 10 years. I've bought Qrevos that 6 months ago. They're already they're out of date. They're still selling them, but they've advanced the other ones so much that I'm gonna demystify that for you and say, don't buy that one. It's been out. It's outdated, even though they're still selling it. Eufy is right in third place. They're trying to keep up. Ecovacs, let's talk about ones to stay away from. Okay, this is where things go to retire. The Qrevo MaxV, it's already being retired. It's been outdated. Just bought it 6 months ago. Anyway, their Eureka J20, I'm not a big fan of right now. Eureka did release a brand new one, the J15. I did buy it. It's already on back order. It's coming. It is $1,000. That's the Dreame L10S Heat. That's the X30. That's going to be a really good one for under 1,000. Ecovacs, that's an absolute T20. No. There's the Dyson new one. This one is $700. That's the L20. It's got some nice things about it. Here, you can see over here in the corner. This is the Ecovacs. I don't know if Ecovacs is going to be able to keep up. They look like they have all the advanced features. They do have some of them, but they just had to add that dirt detect sensor on their latest one. I think it's the AI. They didn't have it at first. Now, which ones to stay away? Roombas. I do not recommend Roombas anymore. There is a J7. So this is the Roomba J7 that just vacuums your house. When they put it on sale for $300, it's a buy. It does have an advanced sensor on the front. It doesn't use LiDAR navigation. It uses V-SLAM or something that doesn't work the best. The Roomba app is just okay. I don't like Roomba. There's their mopping version. They're just so far behind the curve. They use a mechanical arm. This is the J9 or maybe the J7. It's old. It's outdated. But they use a mechanical arm to lower the mop pad and then wet it. And then just they use the action of the robot to scrub the floor, which in my opinion works just okay. This one just self-fills. There is a water tank in here, but it doesn't clean. They do have an a 10. What is it? I've already retired it. It's junk. Now, honorable mention, Dyson 360. This is a $1,200 robot that only vacuums. But you will not find one that vacuums as well as this. I have several videos on this. They updated the software. At first it was junk. Now it's actually really, really good. You will not find one that vacuums as well as this. But It only vacuums. You got to empty the base. You know, there's no auto. Oops, man, I just made a mess. You got to auto empty the base. So there's that. But you will not find one that vacuums better than this. You know, I get the question a lot. You know, it's hard to beat a Swiffer power scrub when you want to mop your floor really quick. You know, I am going to ask the robot to do it sometimes, but if I need it done really quick, I just grab this. So it is hard to beat a mop. Now, please stay away from these eyes. This is the i3. It's absolute junk. Roomba i3 with these little sensors on the front. Horrible navigation, horrible auto empty dock. You're wasting your money. They are not advancing. They're still charging $300, $400, $500 for these. They don't have LiDAR navigation. There are such better robots out there that have LiDAR navigation. These do have pretty good suction power, but their interface, everything about them, their navigation, their obstacle avoidance is absolute horrible. There's the 10 Max. I retired it. I was going to send it back. It was just so bad. It does wash the mop pad, but it's a joke. It's a terrible design. They're so far behind the curve. They've got a lot of catching up to do. Over here, Eureka. This one's not bad. This is Roomba's latest edition. They call it the Essentials. They got about 4 models of it now. They got one that auto empties. Awful. Stay away. No LiDAR, no navigation. You have to put physical barriers. I can't stress. If you don't want this to go into another room, you have to put a physical barrier, like a block. Something with LiDAR that maps your house. All you do is go in the map, in your app, and you put a no-go zone, and it stays away. Why wouldn't we be doing that? Why wouldn't everybody be doing that now? This makes no sense anymore. This is such old technology. Again, I bought all these with my own money. I can say whatever I want about Roomba. They have never sent me, never contacted me. And in fact, they need to hear this. Their robots are not any good. I could talk all day on these robots. I love what I do. I enjoy it. I get so much information from everybody that helps me in the comments. I just want to say thank you. That's probably one of the main reasons I'm doing this video. It's not the most polished. It's not the most refined, but I hope there was some really, really good information here. Everybody constantly asks me, what's the top picks? Now, that's going to be out of the price range of some people. And there are some good robots. You sacrifice some things. So my very next video is going to be under 1,000, then under 500. Now, when you start getting, you can't get a good robot that does mopping and vacuuming with a combo base. You can't get a good mopping robot for under $450. There's going to be a lot out there that say they mop, but they just put a mop pad on and they just drag it. They don't. You're doing all the cleaning. You're doing so much work that spend the extra couple $100 or $100 and get one that actually has a base unit that cleans the mop pad. Now, here maybe I forgot this Eufy S1 does go on sale for under $1,000. Normally it's like $1,200. If you purely want mopping, now it has a Tenneco brush roller. Not made by Tenneco, but completely different design. You will not find anything mops better than this, but it lacks suction as far as it lacks corners. It can't get real close to the walls, but you will not find one in the middle of your room that can mop better than this. It has a dirty water tank. It has LiDAR, but it's underneath here. It works. Eufy app works good. This is an excellent.
Charging.
So I will try to keep up on the sales. I do have a Facebook group page where I will post. When I find a really good sale, I'll post it on my Facebook group page. I'm like, guys, this is the best one. This is the lowest price I've seen it. It's good. Get it. So join my Facebook group page. You'll see the links in the description. I'm also on Instagram, also on TikTok. Do short videos if you want to see kind of behind the scenes and maybe just how some, if you want, like today I'm doing the Narwhal. I spilled some popcorn last night and I'm like, oh boy, there's oil on my linoleum. And this is like Narwhal says that they clean oil off of linoleum and they do it a special way by the water temperature and all of this. Okay, here we go. We're going to test it. It'll be an Instagram reel and a TikTok reel. So check out those. Those are just short videos if you want to see stuff. I mean, I've got Instagram reels that just show cleaning that corner. I think one reel has 10 million views of the Curv extending its brush, getting everything out of the corner, and then it was like a 10-second video, and I was blown away by that. That was incredible. But you know, people want to see a short clip on the Curv. What does it do in the corner? It is amazing. As you can see, I'm starting a new process. Got my stickers, Just a Dad approved. We're going to be doing a website. As you can see, some have it, some don't. Curv has it. These three all have it. And stay tuned for my short commercial at the end. Some of you may have already seen it. It's a commercial I've been using for the last 3 or 4 weeks, but it shows a snip clip of my vacuum cleaner studio that's coming along. I got a contractor. We bought an old chiropractor building in our town that has really good internet. And I'll be doing a vacuum cleaner studio. Pretty excited about it. It's mainly for these robot vacuum cleaners. I need so much more room for testing and using them a lot. So, and I will be bringing them home still and using them. So you're gonna get this real world testing, but I'll be able to do some more threshold testing and different things. So super excited about the future. Again, thank you to everybody that's been such a help with my channel. I'll try to get more refined, more polished, but I have so much information. And if I sit down and try to make this a perfect video, it probably won't get done. And I've been reading encouragement, and you know, I watch a lot of reels and stuff, and for their encouragement, like just do it. Even if it's not the most refined and polished video on the planet, just do it, get the information out there. This will resonate with some people. Again, some people want a really short, hey, this is the top 3, these are the really quick reasons, and it's a 3-minute video. I don't know that I'll ever get to that point because it seems like these robots, there's so much to say about them that I don't know that you can just get it into just bite clips. Then I feel like I'm not being truthful. Like I think I default to telling you too much information in fear of hiding something, or not really hiding, but not, you know, I could say, oh, Roborock Qrevo Curv is the best because it mops and vacuums the best. Okay, next, yeah, I could do that, but I don't want to. I want to explain my experiences with you. And I hope you want to join this journey with me, this robot vacuum cleaner journey. We are in for a ride because I can't, they're just releasing so many of these, and I am going to start something new. There's a YouTube membership. I don't know a whole lot about it, but again, this is me figuring this stuff out. I've been reading about it. I think I'm going to do a YouTube membership. I'm going to give some perks. I don't know exactly what those perks are yet, but for a small contribution every month, you'll get some perks. It is a way of helping support my channel. Buying these robots is getting super expensive right now. I just bought that new SI3 Ultra that does, I can't even say the name because I don't know it, but viewers are telling me all about it. So I'm like, I got to get it. I went over my budget, blew my budget. It's a $2,000 robot, but I had to get it. And so I have to do something different. I have to cut the budget somewhere else. But it does water reclaiming. Like there's no dirty water tank. I mean, I'm just kind of speechless if it works, but I have to buy it. And then I give you my honest review. Hey, this thing's a junk or it's good. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to try to get the latest ones. I tend to stay away from Kickstarter. Kickstarter is for me, I mean, you give them money and you may not get these projects for a long time. Like the one that does stairs, you know, that was a big deal 6 months ago. I didn't do it and I haven't seen anything on it now. It may be the best thing since sliced bread here in a couple months and I missed out. I don't know. But I tend to just deal with companies that have been around a while and are established. So again, thanks everybody. I could talk. And my wife says I have the hardest time getting off videos, and this is just a classic example, but I hope it's good information. Thanks everybody. If you could, please like and subscribe. That really helps out my channel. Thanks so much. So again, I really want to thank everybody for your support. I do use affiliate links either from Walmart, Amazon, or Shark Ninja. If you click on the links in my videos, the products won't cost you anymore, but I get a small commission from that sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. I love what I do. I love buying these products with my own money and giving you my honest opinion. Now, once in a while, I may have a product sent to me for free. I will disclose that. I will let you know when a company sends that product to me for free, but 98% of the time, it's going to be buying it with my own money, giving you my completely honest review. And so there is also another way of helping support my channel, justadadcoffee.com. When I first started out, I reviewed so many coffee makers that I thought I would brand my own flavor of coffee, and I did. It's Just a Dad Simple Sip Coffee. It's kind of like a medium to dark roast. It's brewed in the K-Cup form, ground coffee, or whole bean. I think it tastes really good. I brew mine hot or ice. This is what I drink, and I think it tastes really good, so I really would appreciate everybody's support with that. And this plaque I got right here, 100,000 subscribers, would not be possible without the viewers and everybody liking and subscribing. So I really do appreciate this. This was an amazing day that happened about a year ago. I'm quickly approaching 170,000, so thank you, everybody. This is all because of you. I hope I'm helping you, and that's the whole reason behind my videos, is helping people. So there's a couple ways to communicate with me. I do have my own Just a Dad Videos group page where you can join. I do free giveaways there. Now, typically sometimes it may not be very big products. Those can be super expensive to ship, but we try to give away as much as we can on this. And I kind of post behind the scenes of how things are going and maybe what future videos are. But if you've got questions, this is a really good avenue to reach me. I do try to look at it about 2 or 3 times a week. I also have an Instagram page. Now, that's my son, Shelton Automotive Group. He has his own auto dealership, but you can check out my Instagram. I do kind of behind the scenes, there's a lot of Miss Fiona and different things. So we have a lot of fun over on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, and I'm starting to do more condensed videos on TikTok. They can't be super long, and TikTok has its own TikTok shop. I'm just getting my feet wet in that. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, Just a Dad Videos. Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. So I got some exciting news. I bought this old chiropractor building in my hometown, and we're going to be building a robot vacuum cleaner studio. Let's just take a quick peek here where it's under construction. I think it's going to take another month or so. But man, I'm being super excited. We put a wall in here, and this is where all of the robots are going to be. There's going to be a studio here. I'll have some soundproof ceiling in, some lights. But this is going to be super exciting. I can't wait. This is going to give me so much more room to deal with all of the robot vacuum cleaners. Over here, we're going to put a sink. We're going to put a sink so I can empty everything out. And I got a little bit more patching to do. Back here is going to be some storage rooms. So we'll have some storage back here that we can do. But man, am I excited. This is awesome. So I want to thank everybody. None of this would be possible without you. I'll keep you up to date. So this area right here, this was an old sink. So this is where I'm going to be putting, I don't know what I'm going to put here. It'll be a sink of some sort, but I want it to be open so that I can connect to that plumbing. That's a drain line and a water line. I want to put those, I'm going to get the Dreame X40 Ultra, the one that it fills itself and empties itself out. I think Roborock has one too. So I think that's the future. That's why I'm excited about the studio. It has plumbing in some areas that I can connect to and show you exactly how to do that in the future. And there's also a place. There was a little sink right here also. So I got water lines. I put a plug in so that we can plug our robot in, and there can be a little cubby hole for it. So wow. And I need help with what type of flooring to install. I'm going to put some carpet in here. I'm also going to put some hardwood floor. I think I'm going to put like a light gray, and then I need probably a darker color so that we can see how it cleans different things. I probably won't put marble or anything. I probably should, but it's just super expensive. So anyway, if you got any ideas on flooring, let me know, because this is going to be a studio that we can do testing in, and it's going to be everyday testing. So if there's some kind of flooring that's the most popular or a color that you like, I'll put about 3 or 4 different flooring materials in here. That way you'll get to see it on various ones. So super excited about this. It's kind of a small building, but man, this is going to be awesome. We got a little kitchen we're going to do right here. We're going to put a sink right here. There was a water fountain right here. So we're going to put another robot here. This will clean the entire place. So very, very excited. This is going to be a big room. This was an x-ray room right here. We took out an x-ray machine. It was super heavy. Had to do some repair work. This was the developer room. So this was an old chiropractor office. He had developer tanks. It was a dark room where he developed the x-rays. So it was really we had to do lots and lots of cleaning out. This was kind of the waiting room. There's a window here. We're going to keep this. This was the receptionist area and all that. So yeah, looking forward to this. So thanks everybody. This is coming soon. 2025 for sure. And Miss Fiona loves to play in the leaves. You love being outside, don't you?